Great start for our building. I thought, before we played a game in here, you didn't know what the atmosphere was going to be like. If it was going to be different than the old pavilion, better, worse. I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot even better. I love the old pavilion, but man, it was loud, jumping the whole time. I thought the crowd was great. There's a different vibe in here. It's definitely louder. I think it's pretty cool. And I want to give Morgan State a lot of credit. Man, they battled. They're quick. They got a great 5-out offense. They spread us out. We have one of our bigger teams than we've had in a while, and we struggled. We just struggled guarding them one-on-one, and they were good at it. They were really good at spreading the floor out. Offensively we were okay, but we got a lot of work to do defensively. But I give Morgan State most of the credit for really spreading us out 5-out. That's hard to guard.
Jay, how did you want to manage the substitutions coming in here? Just one right after the other, trying different combinations?
Yeah, we were just trying to just keep fresh bodies out there, try to wear them down, which really didn't, I don't think worked. And they had pretty good depth too. Their original scouting report, they had 14 guys. 2 guys were not available today. I didn't count how many they played, but they had pretty good depth. So, you could say they could have worn us down. Our depth at least kept us alive. But we just wanted to keep fresh bodies and see who was. Right now we got to, if certain guys are going well, we're going to go with them. Obviously Phil and Colin and Eric, their experience. So we're going to go with them. But the rest of the guys, we're going to just see who's going well.
You had one stretch where you had, I think, 4 freshmen and Phil in there together. I mean, it just seemed like you were really trying so many different things.
Yeah. We actually weren't even trying the lineups. We were actually trying to just keep fresh bodies. So, thanks a lot. I'll share with my guys if we can get a cup over here. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I know I'm being demanding here, but I just didn't want to be not be able to talk. It wasn't the plan of the lineups. It was just fresh bodies, And so sometimes when we were doing that, we got caught with 4 freshmen out there, and they made some runs on us. But we're going to have to do that early in the season. We're going to have some lineups like that, and it's not going to be pretty sometimes, but we'll get better.
Do you worry about the rhythm side of things as you're moving guys through?
I really don't, Mike, because Eric and Phil and Colin, they're going to be kind of the guys that are going to stay in a rhythm. Everybody else has got to learn. When the guy's in there going well and we've got a good group going, I think they'll get into a rhythm. But as you know, we've always done that. We want guys always to be ready. We practice that way. We change guys from blue to white in the middle of practice all the time. It's a way we want to be able to play and take advantage of our depth.
Jay, what do you do to get down the turnovers?
I think just play games, really. It's just the experience of guys playing together, playing in game situations. That's usually what young teams do, turn the ball over. In the first half they had 14 points off our turnovers. Our defense wasn't that bad in the first half, but 14 points. Our offense was killing us on the defensive end. Give them credit there. They were aggressive defensively, but we'll get better at that.
Coach, Sadiq had the most minutes out of any of the new guys today. Was that part of the game plan, or was that more because he got sort of a hot hand at the end of the game?
Mostly because he defends and rebounds, probably the best of the freshmen right now. The other guys are catching up. But most of the guys that we recruit, we know they can score. We need them to be able to fit in with what we're doing defensively. He seemed to pick it up the quickest. So if they're on the floor, they're going to score. You can see a guy like Cole Swider, if he's out there, he didn't hit shots tonight, but he can hit them. He'll get buckets, but we need to play defense and rebound to be out there.
Eric, as a leader, what kind of advice do you give the players from your team?
I would just say just go out there, play hard, play defense and rebound. I mean, I was once in their shoes as well, and I just want them to do well. I mean, we need them this year. So, just definitely one advice is just go out there, play hard. Don't worry about making mistakes. I mean, nobody's going to be perfect.
Sadiq, you have different places to be on the court depending on who's in, depending on. It seems like obviously you can play inside and out. So how do you feel your way through that?
It's just to do whatever the coaches and the team needs. Just try to bring versatility, but just whatever the team needs at that time with the whatever lineup. I just try to just bring the aggressiveness and just try to make sure the team is functioning together.
Is it pretty obvious to you where you need to be on the court?
Like I said, like as long as whatever coach tells me what position I need to be in, I'm ready to give that maximum effort to be in that position.
How comfortable are you getting with the other freshmen?
I think we talk every day, so I just think that every day we get better, we grind, just and practice. We're young, so we kind of don't have the experience, but we just try to listen to Coach says, listen with our old guys like Eric, and Phil, what they tell us to do. They've been here, so that's what we just kind of try to listen to them every day.
Eric, you mind being an old guy?
Nah, not really. I mean, I try to take a lot of responsibility in this role now. I mean, I've had a lot of greats before me, so I try to take what they taught me and keep giving that to the young guys.
Has there been a noticeable difference this year, like at practice, especially with maybe more running and trying to get guys more accustomed to things you're doing, where you guys were pretty much knew what you were doing?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, we're a young team, but it's going to be a journey. I mean, we're going to get better every day, and I feel like we have great potential. So, I mean, and our young guys listen. They ask a lot of questions on and off the court. So I think we have a well-rounded group.
You feel like you had some favorable matchups and you were really able to get to the rim when you wanted to?
I definitely feel like just coach gives me that aggressiveness. It just goes out there, be aggressive, and try to make plays. If it's the right play to go score, I'll go score. If it's the right play to make a pass for my teammate, I will do that as well.
Sadiq, with that being your first collegiate game, what is the biggest jump that you felt from high school to college?
I feel as though like coming in, I just love how together we were, the culture. I haven't been a part of a culture like this before, so I just feel like the brotherhood and just us, staying together. That's like the biggest thing for me to always try to invest in every day, being a part of that culture.
Jay, tough defensive stretch late in the first half. How much was halftime about the defensive side?
It was mostly about defense. A lot of it was lineups. We just got, as we talked about earlier, we had 4 freshmen on the floor, and that's going to be early in the season. We just got to get them the time. They got to play together out there. If you have one of those freshmen out there with 4 guys, they don't look as bad defensively. When there's 4 of them, they don't know how to cover for each other yet. But we just need to get them the experience. Most of what we talk about in practice will be defense and our rebound. We gave up some offensive rebounds too.
You mentioned Sadiq's defense and rebounding, but what do you see his offensive role in your mind?
Well, like all of our guys, we love his versatility. Very similar to Eric. He can shoot threes. He can put it on the floor. He can post up, and the same thing on the defensive end. He can guard guys in the post on the perimeter. He's a good rebounder. We love those kind of guys. So we want him to be a complete player offensively. We want him to do everything. He handled the ball against the press. One time didn't make a great decision, but he was aggressive, which we like.
As the season progresses with the young group, do you like to go deep, make your rotation deeper, as opposed to last year when you had a core group of more experienced guys, Jay?
Yeah.
Is that what the plan is?
I'll be very honest with you. I don't have a plan right now. We just got to play, and I got to see if guys distinguish themselves. I got to see, in certain games, like tonight, they played 12 guys, significant minutes. We knew they were going to press, so our depth was going to be important tonight. There might be another game where you're playing in a half-court grind. And to Mike's question, you can't be running guys in and out in that kind of game because you do have to get into a rhythm. You got to get into a rhythm of defending their cuts. So we might not be able to go as deep. So some nights we might go deep, some nights we might not.
Coach, a really solid night from the sophomores, especially on the boards, all of them having 5 or more rebounds. What's your expectations for them going forward in the season?
Yeah, they're kind of the X factor. The freshmen are freshmen. But if those guys can really step up and kind of play like juniors as quickly as possible, that gives us a chance to be really good.
When you say play like juniors, can you expand on that a little more?
They're mistake free based on execution. We're always going to make mistakes, maybe on decisions offensively, but being in the right place, knowing where they're supposed to be, being solid, and if you make a mistake, just make it out of being in the right place, but make it the wrong decision. That's what upperclassmen do. No one plays perfect.
Any other questions?
They're getting close.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. This is not bad in here, right? If we get you guys water,
We have water all,
Right.
we took it out at the end. I need every inch in here.
and as it gets a little warmer, we'll